have you ever seen Survivor?
Oh my God. What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 6 of the Agree to Disagree podcast. Today we have our first guest joining me and Chewy. His name is Little Censei. What's going on, boys? How
to
are we
meet y'all.
doing?
I'm doing great. Shit.
Good.
I've
Good.
I've been hella on the grind lately. Lots of work. I just opened up Key Night Vision. As you can see. Hopefully you see too.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
you see?
Oh
Yeah.
shit, look at that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
How was
Yeah, I
that?
haven't
What
seen
was
That
that
shit's
like?
popping off. Well, obviously, all the services that I know how to do, I kind of collided it into like a business for other artists. Um, Also throwing my own shows, trying to do it right and a little different out here than most coming up and whatnot. So we've already done one show, which ended up being a really good success. Love Bones.
It's all right.
But yeah, we're orchestrating another one to be hosted at Cinema Grill down the
Okay.
Do you
street.
have a date
So
for the people? Do
not
you have a
quite,
date?
not quite
Okay.
yet, not quite yet.
Okay.
It's not solidified. I mean, we have
Word.
ideas, but nothing's solidified yet. So I don't want to say a date.
No, that's
But
fine. That's fine.
yeah.
I just wasn't sure because if you did, I would have had you shout it out.
But yeah, I do
Well,
photography, music videos. I mix and edit and record other artists. I do cover arts, digital design, video design. Just finished up a lyric video for Prizzy 24 last night. Sunday, I'm booked to go to a show to record a live performance for a very popping artist in the underground music hip hop scene, Lonnie 808 for his track Goddamn. And that'll be
hell yeah.
fun.
Hell yeah. So we haven't had anyone else on before, and you are like particularly in the music world in Minneapolis. Like, you want to talk about how that is and how your rise has been so far? Because you've
Yeah,
been
man, it's been a whole lot of ups and downs, just like everything else, but I feel like there is a lot of stigma of hate and or like what's bad as a focus for especially the music scene for some reason. I just think it's talked about too much too, and then it's just like overridden by everything else. But other than that, I mean, I started off kind of immediately joining a label, which was better for worse in some ways and cases. Um, Not here to talk down or bad on anybody, or any
yeah.
company,
Just is
but
what it is.
it is what it is, and it just kind of happened that way. But I believe everything happens for a reason, and I got a lot of practice for like performing, live or whatnot early on, which was important because stage presence is key. And if it's one thing that people have told me as far as compliments, my stage presence has always been there.
How
That's one. Oh, go ahead, Chewy. Go ahead.
when so when did you start and at what age did they like sign you? What age did you get signed and when did you start like because you said it helped with the stage presence and everything. So how old were you
Yeah.
when you started doing all that?
So I believe my first drop was like 2019 Halloween. It was either 2018 or 2019. I believe it was
I think it
19
was
though.
2019.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds more about right. Um, and then COVID came and that stirred up the pot a lot,
Because didn't
unfortunately.
you drop an album in 2020? Wasn't that the first album in 2020
My
or was it
my
21?
my official first and only album still, yes, was that year.
Yeah.
I've dropped many projects and EPs since then, but I'm back in album mode. So hopefully
Okay.
the second album will be this year. But we do have a lot more going on than ever before. So
Oh, well,
it's a
that's
lot.
good. Hopefully, that's good. Hopefully.
It's really good. I'm glad to start actually seeing the ball rolling, and as far as I keep it that way, it will continue. So that's
Hell
the
yeah.
plan.
Good
2025 is
shit.
going to be the year for a lot of people. Me and Chewy were just talking on episode 5, like there's a lot of me saying how excited I am because I have a lot of things coming out of this weekend that are like just super fucking incredible. And then Chewy's producing shit. We got this podcast. It sounds like you're in the right direction too, like for this year, is
Oh yeah.
like along with us. So that makes me excited. The one thing I will say is like your sound quality is getting like so good, like for your
Thank you,
songs.
thank you. I
Like,
was gonna ask you that actually. Have you heard like any of the most recent stuff?
Yeah, I've heard some of it. I can't say like I've kept up to like everything, but like I've heard it.
Right.
Like, and I have like the Dragon Scroll stuff downloaded, and like you compare it to like the old stuff, and like the last 4 or 5 years, your sound quality is really keeps going up and up, and
I
you're just
appreciate
learning.
that greatly. And yeah, especially, I had a very close homie that I was working with, but unfortunately, stuff happens. We had a fallout. Ever since then, I've been doing everything on my own, from
Oh,
recording to mixing, mastering, everything
Yeah,
except for the beat. But I make sure, unlike a lot of others that I know,
yeah.
um,
You always buy
I,
yours, even when I
I
was
buy
working
it.
with
I
you.
have all legal contracts to distribute and perform, and yada yada
Yeah,
yada. But
have
like
like,
you
I'm
that's the
not
way
ever
gonna
to
make
do
a
had
it.
song unless I got that going.
have you ever had an issue with that? Have you done that in the past, or is it just something you've always done? It's like make sure you got the
Um,
rights, because I know that's one
I
thing where
have
people forget about and they get in trouble.
right. Yeah, no, I've never like ripped off a YouTube beat or whatever. I've sampled stuff, which is a little different, but
Yeah,
um, other than that, no.
good shit, good shit. It's good to keep that
I,
in mind.
It also helps for like revenue and stuff, like
Yeah.
especially when because like I know you, little Sensei, you've been like you've had a little bit of a rise. I know you've got over 1,000 followers on YouTube. I'm not sure about Instagram. I think it's almost 2,000 on Instagram. So
Oh,
Yep. About
that
that
helps
on
you.
Insta. I don't know. Just lately, the past like year or two, I've been kind of falling off on the social media. Not that that's intentional, but it's hard to keep going when you don't see that momentum going either. But I know like
Yeah.
consistency is like the most key, and I'm still not prevalent on like or consistent on TikTok, which I very much should be
I mean,
at this
it's
Instagram's
a
point.
a big one
full-time
too.
job. It's a full-time job. It wears you
Yeah.
out. That's why I had to
Yeah,
step back
I
in
know.
2024 is because I literally would open my computer and my brain would hurt. I couldn't
And that
edit.
is
I couldn't do shit.
that yeah, that is the problem with trying to tackle like so many different things for yourself and everyone else. I mean, as much as I want to do it all, like as I build Keen Eye Vision, I want to build a close circle to have affiliates that specialize in a certain field that, kind of all in all lets me focus on just the music, if you will.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, yep. And with my stuff going on right now, I just got a group of people for the car stuff we do. So
Yeah.
I understand how important that is,
He
especially
was just
finding
Right.
talking
people with
about that.
different talents that also like how like add up and equal a whole for the group. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah.
someone that can do super dope digital cover arts and music videos and VFX and all
Exactly.
sorts of shit.
By the
And
way,
yeah, once
who
the dollars start rolling in, it's all a percentage split and whatnot. So yeah, it's just kind
who
of how
does
it's supposed
That
to go.
that's just business.
your thumbnails? Because I was looking at your channel. Who does your like graphic design and shit like that? Because those look pretty cool, like really cool. Even just
Those
like
are
you
yeah, those
guys
are
just
all me
together
on
and shit.
YouTube. That's all me. Yep. I mean, Spyro has shot a few officials so far. J Soup definitely has
Yeah.
got most of the catalog for the visuals, even still
It's
so far.
it's about almost half and half.
Right.
Because
As
I
far
think
as the
we,
official ones, the big ones go, yeah.
I
yeah,
like it.
and then you also have your new cipher coming up, which seems like a fun project you're putting together.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to talk about it, you
Hoping
can.
I was actually going to ask you live on this interview, J Soup, if you wanted to collab on that with me and Spyro.
Potentially, potentially. Just because this year is getting pretty busy. But
Yeah, yeah, no
I'm
worries
always
either way.
down. I'm
No
always
worries either
down
way,
to
but
do
it
stuff.
would just be nostalgic to bring you back into it
Yeah.
because you shot the first one.
But I don't have you seen any of the new edits that I've put out? I've only done a couple of the new ones with the cars.
I I was browsing for about an hour when we talked about the interview the first time on your YouTube channel, and I watched, I believe, most of them. And
Yeah.
dude, I can say the same for you, bro. I mean, as expected, you are fucking rising for sure.
Yeah, I
Um,
finally put all the pieces together recently, and like my effect VFX stuff has finally clicked again. The fucking
nice.
filmmaking school mind just fucked me up for a while. Got to do
Hell
it
yeah,
this
you getting good
way.
on that frame rate and slow mo and shit. Ooh,
A lot of the slow mos in post, because my camera doesn't record audio in slow-mo, and I need the audio for like, say, a car's revving or something, and it's like, why the fuck can't you record audio? Sony can do it. A Sony camera can.
Damn.
Fuck Canon.
Sony's just a step ahead of the game, huh?
In every way, every single way. That's the cameras I'm going towards next is Sony. But no, Keen Eye Vision is gonna have a lot of success if you keep going. I've been watching you put the stuff out, and it's a lot of work, but I mean it's gonna be worth it. It just
Hell
takes
yeah,
a while
bro.
to get it
I
all
do
situated.
believe a really good step, like I said, is going to be this Sunday because that song is really popping right now, and I'm pretty
Good.
honored that that I have the opportunity to show Case my talent with the visual side of
Yeah.
things here. Um, and then
Good.
I'm also tomorrow, I'm going out up to close to Monticello to shoot a music video for another homie. Um, so yeah, eventually I got to get like a Keen Eye Vision separate YouTube channel going and kind of solidify that, make separate social media accounts and stuff like that. But right now, since we are kind of in the podcast scenery right now, I will say Keen Eye Vision is working for the very, very low right now. I'm looking for content just to kind of showcase what I'm capable of. So artists of any kind, I can help out in pretty much anything you would like. And I will be at a promised very, very low competitive price to just about anything else you're gonna find. So hit my
Oh
line.
shit.
Well, the thing
That's
is
cool.
like he's also fucking he's out there. Lil Sensei's out there fucking recording where people don't want to record, doing whatever it takes to get the shots for him. So, I mean,
So
definitely hit him up.
are you offering to like shoot for people or just
Yeah,
like
he's
just the
looking
whole package?
he's looking for people to shoot their videos. He needs portfolio work to show off the talent that he's
That,
got.
yeah. I need to get my official camera up and running again for the photos, but you know, my GoPro is keeping me afloated still. So um other than that, I'm looking to get a new camera soon as well. Hopefully you and Spyro can point me in the right direction, or I don't know, maybe
There's
I could buy a used one. Shit.
They're definitely looking the used market. I've gotten a lot of my shit used, even when I was starting up, and still I've gotten used stuff. There's some lower budget Sonys that do higher production content that are like the
Right.
kind of smaller, but you can still change the lenses. I forget
Right.
what they're called exactly. I have to look them up, but those are definitely like a good way since there's not going to be a bunch of budget to put into a camera, and it'll get you going on the track that you really want to be on with producing high-end content for everyone. So I definitely suggest that. And since it's Sony, all the lenses that you get, if you want to stay with Sony, which I would recommend because everyone's kicking my ass that's on Sony in my opinion, um
Right.
then you'll already have the lenses, so when you switch the body you'll just you'll just have everything you need. Because I was
I'm pretty
watching
sure my
people.
battery just shot out. That's about it.
I was just watching. I was just watching car video or car photographers take like the most basic Canon camera and do amazing photos with it.
Yeah, I
So
mean, dude, editing goes a long fucking way too. And like I said, that's something that I've grown with over the years. And that's kind of like a big step of my discovery into it. Like, I just kind of took shitty photos and turned them into like super light popping and color, focused projects. And I was like, you know what? I really like doing this.
no, that's where it all started. I mean, my my passion started from Call of Duty. Editing Chewy was there since the start, and that's why I'm super happy that we're back doing stuff again together. Because like the fallout should have never happened. We'd be fucking popping if we would have just done this from the start.
Dude,
Yeah,
that reminds me, like, I don't know if y'all play Black Ops 6, but dude, it's bussin',
it was fun.
especially the zombies.
I got into
We're,
the nostalgia of it at the beginning of it, but I kind of fell off after at like January. I got to get back into it. We were talking about
Uh,
playing the new zombie map.
yeah, we're going to make a video playing the new
Yeah,
zombie map. I'm gonna even
that'd
set
be
dude,
up my
fun.
camera
let
for
me
a
let
face
me
cam.
join y'all. Let me
That'd
join
be
y'all for
amazing.
sure.
You,
I
That'd be
don't
cool.
necessarily know how to do the zombie map Easter egg yet, but
we
not
might
too
not do
hard
the
to learn.
Easter egg, but we're definitely gonna play it. I haven't touched
Yeah,
anything. I left the day after. I left to Palm Beach the day after it dropped. Chewy works overnight, so we didn't get a chance to connect on it. And I was super busy. Like I have like pages over here just filled with notes about my event that I was covering. Um,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, we can definitely get on. The PS4 can record video, right?
So I am streaming that through the Game Pass on the Xbox actually, but
Can't
you are
you have
right
what?
on that.
Can the Xbox still record? Screen record?
It can. It can. Yep. Um. Can the Xbox be affiliated with Discord though?
Well, how we would do it
Oh,
is we do it completely different.
I think he's
We just
talking like he plays it on PC, like through
huh?
the Xbox Game Pass thing.
Oh,
Is
you
that
play?
is
Do
that
you?
what you're talking
No,
about?
think he plays it on Xbox.
Xbox. Yep. Unfortunately, I
Okay,
don't have a gaming PC yet. Stupidly. Ugh, that's my biggest flaw
that's all
yet.
right. That's all right. It
Well,
took me too long.
thing is
So
we could use game audio for that, and then just figure everything else out.
I was thinking he could save the
Yeah, yeah.
save
He
the
would save
footage
his. I'd
type of
save
thing.
mine. You'd save
I don't know how
yours.
long it would save, and just having you there would be fun
Up
anyway. It's just
up to
entertaining.
an hour would be even good because after that we can just cut back and forth between ours
Oh yeah, I
with
can
bare
easily do that.
minimum.
I can do.
We've
Even
been
if
fucking
I could just make sure to capture like my best moment or whatever, throw it in there somewhere.
whatever
Yeah,
works. We'll make it happen. Multiple
that'll be
angles is
cool.
just better than one angle. Me and Chewy have done the older zombie maps from the what was it, Black Ops 3,
Yeah,
Chewy, the
we
Origins.
it was Origins, and I don't know if it's Kino or Knocked. I don't know what it's called, but
It
it's
was
like
Kino.
okay, but
You know, it would
we
be a fun series to start
what's
like
that?
from actually the first zombies, like one chance, like one round with the same group, every single zombies map there was from like the
That'd be
start to where we're
crazy.
at now.
That'd be
Can you
really
even
cool.
That would be
access
cool.
all of them anymore? The
You
fucking
can
older
actually,
Yeah,
Microsoft bought them all out, and you
they're on
know
the
it
Game
is
Pass.
better for worse. Yeah, well,
you gotta
not Game
spend that
Pass, but
bread.
you got to spend the bread. Like they're
Yeah,
full price games,
I had to buy Black
like Black
Ops
Ops
2 on the
2.
Steam for full price. It was insane.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's how they
That's
did it.
insane. I
I
just can't
know.
believe they're still full price. They really don't want you playing those older Call of Duties.
yeah.
Me and Chewy have talked about Call of Duty a lot on the podcast so far.
And that's
So
exactly it. I mean, that's why they haven't remastered Black Ops 2. You know, they want to, or for a majority of fan base to focus on, you know, the new game. But as they update the new games, they just bury it into the ground.
yeah, I mean, and like they don't really want you even playing like MW3. They want you on Black Ops 6. Spend that money. Spend that money. You buy our
Yep.
skins, whatever.
And it
But no,
sucks because now, like, the focus is the main content is in like skins and cosmetics and
Yep.
whatever else there is to
and
buy.
this
And
battle pass and
yeah,
I was just telling my brother I think that the guns you shouldn't have to open them in the battle pass because that's just all a payment thing for you to buy the masterwork versions through the
yeah.
store
So, like for
because
example, I just hopped in last night, right? Again
yeah.
for the first time in like a month or two, and there is literally guns that they lock you out from possibly obtaining if you didn't reach a certain point in the battle pass. And I
You
think
can
that's
still get them. You just have to earn 250 XP, 250,000 XP, which is like a fucking shit ton of
Jeez.
games.
okay.
So
Well, I
it
mean,
still locks you out,
I hope so.
but
It
because
sticks you
like
to the game and it
um
makes you glued. That like you can't
yeah,
play nothing else.
you have to go
Just
into a certain menu underneath the
just brain
armory,
rot.
and then you can select in the armory which one you want to focus on, just like MW3.
Okay,
So you can
yeah.
unlock them. It just takes forever to fucking unlock them. And my brother was like, "Oh well, it's only 30 games." Oh yeah, 30 games is like a couple hours for
Yeah,
me.
that's insane.
Oh yeah, 30. Yeah, 30 games. Fuck.
But fucking, when are you doing the new cipher? Are you do
Well,
you have anything? I know you've been still selecting people and getting that
so
situated.
yeah, I'm kind of building it like this. So there's going to be a total of 9 chosen ones, including me on this one. So this
Yep,
is going to have the most
8 others.
that, yeah, the most people in the cipher that has been so far. Um, and it's all going to be females,
Yeah.
except
Oh,
for me. So I'm going to kind of, the idea with this one is to showcase on the female side, like the art or the artistry and talent here in the Twin Cities.
Yep.
So I'm looking for the best of the best, and I chose two already. I'm just waiting on the verses, which I should be getting within the next couple days. So as soon as I get them, it's going to be sent over and brought up to the next and the next and the next, and that's just kind of how I'm going to build it up. And I'm hopefully aiming at shooting the video this summer. Um,
Oh,
Still kind of a stretch, but as long as I get people, with the ball
Right.
rolling, it will bring to light.
I mean the whole cipher thing. I've watched you do the last two, and it's a whole thing. I mean, it takes a long time to one get the people on board, and then get the people to get the stuff done that they need to do, and then get the whole
Yep.
thing mastered, then get everyone in for a video the same day.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Getting
Yeah, I
people
whole
together
thing.
remember
is the hardest part.
the last one, bro. It was very hard because there was like the only time frame we had was like 1 or 2 days, which we spent full-fledged just shooting the video, but like
Yep.
there was always one motherfucker in the cipher that was in jail.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Which maybe I don't know. It's just an idea. You ever seen Crips? I think that's his name. The guy that liked
It,
Mountain Dew ciphers like a couple years ago. He basically had
Oh
people
yeah, I
send
think I
him
remember.
footage because they were too far away, and then they
Uh
edited that all together. So if there's ever a situation where you can't absolutely reach someone, maybe that's
yeah,
something you might have to do.
it's
I don't know.
it's definitely possible, and I'm not
It's not
against doing stuff
ideal,
like that.
but
That's exactly the point. Yeah, I mean,
getting
because
my
you
green
my
want
screen.
preference
everyone
is,
there.
yeah, it looks a lot better in a
Like the
sense.
first one we did, when everyone was there, that shit was tight.
Yeah, I was thinking for the next one too. Like I'm seeing a lot more people coming out with like a series of bringing up artists to like just like a microphone somewhere,
Yeah,
or
like
hanging
the
down or just setting up. Like I like that idea too.
Back to the Block series.
Back to the Block,
That's their
XXL,
thing.
fucking
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Back to the Block just hangs a mic wherever and lets them rip.
Hmm.
Because I've been
Yeah,
watching a lot of those lately.
I've been wanting to get into like a space where they have like a giant LED screen too, and
Yeah,
utilize
that
that
one
for
in
video. 'Cause,
Northeast is $300 an hour. And then
yeah, I
three
mean,
hundred
I would like
dollars
that.
to rent gear if you want to rent gear an hour, and then like 150 to 300 if you want to rent their tech. I looked into
Right.
it. I went to their site, and then I was going to tour it, but they didn't say if it was going to cost or anything, so I never did go tour it. But that's the only thing about it is that's going to be if we ever or you ever use it, it's going to be a high cost production, and really
I'm
just
sure, and
like
yeah, I would
roll
definitely
in
need
with
the
everyone
right
on their
prompt.
fucking game because an hour for 300 is a lot of fucking money. Even
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
just
sure.
for like for me, that's a lot of fucking money to waste time.
Hmm. For sure. Yeah,
Like
I'm definitely gonna need like the absolute right song for that one.
I'd say just give it time because the more you give it time, the more potential you're gonna have with it. You know, no reason to rush
Right.
that one. It's always gonna be there or other
Hmm.
spaces because I
Exactly.
know that when you do it, it's gonna be fucking insane. Because that like it's a whole what they do is they put everything in what is that software Fortnite owns like
Unreal.
Unreal. Use Unreal Engine and they set up
Fortnite
the
owns
background.
Unreal now?
Well,
No.
no, they've out the Epic Games has always owned Unreal. That's their engine. They're the ones
Okay.
that built it.
'Cause
They're the ones that own it. You can use it for
I
free up to $1 million in profit.
I know it is a top dog
That's
in
why
the
everyone's using it. It's because they have
mhm.
pre-developed assets that come with it, and it's the easiest thing. I think it's an amazing tool, but I don't think every game should be on it just because like every game's starting to look the same because they're using the same engine. But it
Understood.
costs fucking millions of dollars to create a new engine. So, um,
Right. Yeah, I don't know if Bethesda's doing the right thing with not, moving on with their software. The community's kind of mixed on it.
are they
But
going to Unreal now, or are they doing their own
as
thing,
far as I
or
know, yeah, they've always like done their own thing, kind of utilized what they had,
right?
which um
What's the
for
last
better or worse.
Bethesda game? I don't
Bethesda
know.
made like
Fallout
Skyrim,
76.
Fallout,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Damn.
um Elder
I didn't know they
Scrolls
made
Online.
Skyrim.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know.
Yep.
I didn't know they made that. I thought it was
Yeah.
just Fallout they made.
Fallout is literally just like Skyrim with guns, man. It's cool. That's why I like
Yeah.
Fallout. I never
Hmm.
played it growing up, and I've got a whole playthrough going on that, and it's turned into one of my favorite games just because I
That's
love
sick.
Skyrim. That was one of my favorite games of all time, like Mount Rushmore. And playing
Hmm.
this, it's just having guns and the dialogue between people. It's not all like it's nothing against the type of game Skyrim is, but just the
More
I
your
can
thing.
connect with these people more than Skyrim, you know?
I
I am
feel
a
it.
mythical creature.
Yeah.
Did you
Um.
see the music video I put out?
The which one? Which one?
Talking to little Sensei with
Oh, my bad.
Ian.
Which one? Oh,
Ian.
yes,
It's the only
bro.
one I
Yes.
did.
Ever
He
since
hit
we
me up.
saw, or
I put that little thing out, and then he hit me up, and that was right before I got contacted about going to West Palm. So I made it
fuck yeah,
happen.
dude. That
Is
was
that the
But
most
awesome. You
recent one?
guys definitely made that shit happen for sure.
it
God's
was
mine.
yeah, it was a fun video, and then the cover for it turned out pretty incredible. I took his idea of his cover art for the song, the album cover, or whatever you want to call it, single cover, and then I took that into my own little thing with the city shot
Wait.
that we took.
Oh, okay. For the
With
YouTube
the
thumbnail, right?
birds, yeah, for the thumbnail, yeah, with the birds and the God's Mind with the buildings and him masked out. So
Yep. I
that
was
was fun.
wondering too if you did the photo like for the official cover art where he's kind of like as a cross and like it's a black and white photo, but the head is kind of like into
No,
birds.
that one's not mine. I took the idea from that to do
Okay.
for the thumbnail. I don't know who did that. That was one of his people that did that. So, but that was a
Yeah,
fun
no, the
little
whole
thing.
project is really cool. Me and him actually, we've been talking for a long time of making our own collab DP,
Hey, that'd be
which
cool.
it is
Hey,
definitely gonna be a time for sure.
He's
Very lyrically inclined project.
he's back on doing a bunch of music because I got to talk to him a bunch when we did that project. So it might be a good time to even maybe get a feature if you're looking for more content for songs. I don't know how
Oh
that's
yeah,
been for you. Do you have a
oh
lot of
yeah. I
stuff
mean,
coming up with
honestly,
music?
oh yeah, for sure. Actually, I should pull up my notes. I could kind of tell you what I got idolized for me to tackle there. Um, I still am kind of what's called the biggest struggle so far is having tracks of my own. I'm just I get caught up in so many other things and then work and life and then starting
Yep,
all these projects with people and then I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to make songs of my own.
I
But
get
that'll
it.
do it.
And you mean when
yeah,
you say
that
songs of your own, do you mean like ones that it's just you on the track and no
just me.
feature?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
gotcha.
So I mean, how I've been doing shows lately is a little different. So I've been kind of like making performance tracks. So I don't usually like the time that I get because I only get like two or three songs.
Right. Like 15
Because
minutes, right?
well, I mean, you're lucky to
Or
get that.
10.
Lucky to get that even.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But other than that,
Do you want
um,
to explain what a performance track is for people that don't know?
Yeah, what is
right,
that?
that's what I was getting to. So, little chunks and pieces of songs. So, like for instance, me and King Black's latest EP, I like to kind of start out with that, but it's like minimally of King Black because obviously he's in jail still, so he can't be there. Otherwise, he definitely would be. But um, I like to kind of do half songs of my part and then kind of
Yep.
transition it into the next song, into the next song, into the next song. And then
That's kind of cool.
toward the end, I showcase always some unreleased stuff that's coming out. So,
So you
All
definitely
right.
have upped your performance game, which is great to hear.
hell
Cause
yeah. Anybody
that's
that comes and sees Lil Sensei live, they definitely get to hear some Lil Sensei that nobody has heard yet. So,
Yeah, that'd be cool to
because
see live, man.
that's something that a lot of
hmm,
people aren't doing in the when they're smaller is performance tracks. And I
yep.
think you know what I mean. Like it's just normally it's a full song or whatnot. You're doing it different. And I think that's gonna be key with your performances for people.
Yes, I mean there are downsides to it too, because as a show goer, I can understand like wanting to hear full songs too, but it's just about the time usage for me as the artist. Like I want to do more, I want to do so much, and then like I never get the time to do it, so I have to crunch, 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 crunch.
Yeah. You got to do what you can with the time. I mean, but in your opinion, do you like it better this way than how you were doing it with a full song?
I do, because I'm more in control of how the performance will, end
Play
up,
out?
play out. And I'm more in control of, you know, showcasing unreleased and just utilizing the time better. So I think it's overall worth it.
Because it sounds like it plays better, in my opinion, just from hearing how you got it like going. Kind of reminds me of like when I saw Whit Lowry. It's like you'd hear most of the song, but he'd transition and do whatever. Or like a DJ set, you only hear a snippet and then you're into the next one.
Right. Well,
Um,
and like for the vibe of the show, best that I can conjure up, I have more capability of, choosing the right songs to do that with, because I have
right.
love songs, I have hard songs, I have horrorcore songs, like
Yeah.
uh, my stuff is everywhere. So, but that's good in some cases because, not every event is a horrorcore event,
Yep. Do you have any thoughts on your next Halloween EP yet? Have you had any
So my next
ideas?
Halloween EP is gonna kind of be like what I'm looking at as like a family reunion. So it's
Oh,
gonna have
interesting.
like yeah, it's gonna be like horror characters, kind of all the iconic ones, but nothing like one in particular. It's gonna have like a Michael Myers song, a Jason song, a Chucky song, Leatherface song. And
That's pretty
then
cool.
next year for no, 2 years from now, 2027, every
Oh,
27 years, you guess who returns? Pennywise, and King Black will be out by then too. And that
Oh,
brings me
so
to my next
another
point.
Pennywise.
Pennywise, yeah, for 2027. Um, and we have to at this point because on YouTube, I don't know if you checked it out yet, but me and King Black song "Welcome to Our Circus" just hit about 125K on
Nice.
YouTube.
shit.
That's huge.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Bones.
I mean, for us. Oh,
Bones
you love
getting
it.
them
You love it.
pets.
Hey, come on, come on, come on. I know you're
Um,
beautiful.
no, that's
I
huge. I
know.
mean, I know that was the biggest thing for a while in 2023 is you were starting to see numbers on YouTube, which is like big for like someone who's just trying to get any kind of like grasp at, views, especially me and Chewy too. We're still, not
Yeah,
doing
I
a bunch of
understand.
views,
That's huge, man. That's huge. That's
Yeah, no.
congratulations, man.
Honestly,
especially on an
thank you
original.
very much. Yeah, dude, I did not expect that project nor that track to kind of pick up like that. Just like Kino de Toten, like that's still my like most played song on Spotify, and I think that song is terrible.
What does it
But
have for plays that you
uh,
know of, roughly?
Uh, it's definitely over 100,000 on Spotify. I would have to
Wow,
look
people
into it
really
again.
just freaking grabbed that thing and ran with it.
Dude, it's because of the beat, man. Because I sampled the
No,
recognizable
no, yeah, the
yeah,
zombies.
like the Kino de Toten Zombies like load
Hmm.
in screen song. So
Okay.
but dude, yeah, I might have to redo it one more time and actually get that song like to where I would like it to be.
Yeah. Um, like jumping a little bit. The one thing I want to say and I want people to know about you is like my favorite thing about you as an artist always has been like the like you can call it stage presence, but like it's just so much movement. It's always fun with
Movement,
the, like
the
to do
energy.
camera work with it because
Oh
like
yeah.
you can do so much like crazy movement with the camera because you're just you're just natural with it. And there's a lot
Yeah,
of
I
people
I really
that
like to utilize the stage for sure.
well, not just that, but music videos too. Like music videos have always been like you've always been the funnest to record because like a lot of people just aren't
I'm very
super.
expressive with my movements,
Yeah,
even though
that's a
if
good
they're
way to
not
put
like
it.
super solidified, how, that's why we do multiple takes and multiple shots.
That's the one thing I did miss about like this last music video is that like it was a completely different like movement type thing with the camera work because like I'm used to like you being so like there with the
Yeah.
energy.
Hell yeah.
So it was a little different to get used to, like more of a cinematic music video than like all right, we're popping in with the beat and it's hitting hard.
Right. Which you definitely utilized well and you showcased your talents in that niche
I
greatly.
appreciate it. It was a different project for me though, because like I went from editing the what's that called? The Ghostface Killers, where it was like super like camera movement and everything, and then that one's like try to figure out what shots line up with which one because it's like cinematic, more cinematic and
Right.
stuff.
And I was gonna thank you very much so of dropping that video, dude. I didn't even know it did until like a couple weeks after it did. And I watched it for the first time and I was watching that shit all fucking day, dude.
Yeah,
Because I was like, dude,
I was trying to do something more with it, but then like so the effects in the front is a thing I bought where you can do like the camera filter effects, but on in post production, but it only goes on for like 2 minutes of the track of like a clip, and I couldn't figure out how to get it to go longer than a minute. I researched it, I looked it up, I tried everything I could. So then I tried to do effects in After Effects for the rest of it, and at the end of the day, it was just too dark, and I couldn't do what I wanted. So I was just like, you know what,
yes.
this looks good enough. Let's just call it the scrapped edition and throw it up there, give the credit where it's due, and then just move on. Because I was like, it is what it is. I mean, I waited
I
too
mean,
long on it,
honestly,
which
yeah,
was my fault, but
this and that, and whatever. It's all good. Now there's two different versions. One is
hopefully it
heavily
helps you
edited,
out.
which was mine.
Hopefully it helps you out.
Um,
So.
yeah, I mean,
And
you
it got
too,
views
because
too. Did you see it got like 200 some views, like just from throwing it up?
yeah, dude, for sure. I mean, that's pretty good. Shit.
I mean, for me, it's pretty
And
good. Off a channel
and
that doesn't upload.
yeah, I
That is
mean,
good, yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna keep going.
And then
It's a
I
really good
made
video at
those
the end of the day.
I made those graphics for you too off of fucking ideas in my brain I was sitting on for a while.
Dude,
They're
I'm
freaking
still rocking the OG logo, bro. I don't like. I
yeah.
will have a
I don't
very
think
hard
that
time parting with this.
unless someone comes to you that's like a way better logo creator than me that really tunes it in. I mean, it's a pretty good logo for you for who you
The
are and what you
only
want.
yeah, as I am Lil Sensei, because I might name change in the future to just Sensei with the S's being dollar signs.
That might be
But
cool.
but as long as I'm Lil Sensei, I don't think I'm gonna even try to get another logo.
Because like you know how EDM artists or in like even brands will refine their logo. It'll be similar but not the same.
Right,
So I don't know.
right,
I'm super proud of the logo still, even though we like didn't talk for a while. Like I'm still proud of it. Like I still think it's a great
right.
logo. I
Dude,
took so much
everybody
time
loves it. I
trying.
mean, a lot of people like the shirts, bro, and they're selling. So
They look quality too. That's the one thing I was gonna say that I didn't get to bring up. The shirts do look quality. The shirts and the
they
hoodies that
stay,
you're.
bro. I mean, I have shirts that I got from the same guy that made my merch wave that I have now. An old coworker of mine. Shout out Olympus Sportswear. Um,
That's
Darren
his brand.
Jagodinski. Yes, sir. Um, Olympus Sportswear. They're very high quality, 100% cotton, pressed on very well. And like I was getting to, I have same, quality shirts from a couple years ago now that are still holding up and there's no damage.
And you wash them in the washer and dryer too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Because that's the one thing I get with a lot of the shit that I buy from events and stuff. It's like I have to be careful because like it just cracks automatically. It just starts cracking, and I'm like, dude, what the
And
fuck?
that's even when I got my first shirts, I was like, dude, I want my shit to not like ever do that. So
Right? Yeah. That's why
that's
I've never
why
produced shit of my own either.
Yeah, that's why I dropped so much on him. I mean, it's taken a long time to get my profit back, but I mean, at the end of the day, quality is very key for me. So, as long as quality is there, quality will sell. So,
Oh yeah.
No, that's the thing. And like the designs are pretty cool too. I'm sure people are eating up the designs. The new ones you just
yeah,
posted on Instagram of the sweaters with the multiple different versions of the keen
yep.
eye on the back. So
hmm
so
Yeah, I'm doing customs as well. Keen Vision, just like all the others, will be, on the back, and then I kind of, for whoever wants a custom one, I resemble like their persona in some sort of way to resemble an eye,
right.
and then create that and throw it on the back for them.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The
Hmm
embroidered would be cool one day. One day. I know it's expensive, but like a little
Oh,
embroidered fucking little sensei
kind of
on
like
like a
this, right?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, but like the logo would be embroidered, like
Yeah,
little
that would be sick
sensei.
too, for sure.
So, but
Like that one hoodie I got from that full-fledged samurai music video.
hmm yeah, embroidered. That one was sick. Actually,
Hmm.
it is a super sick. The red and the black. Yeah, I forget about that hoodie. That shit was hella hard.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I gotta bust that shit out again.
so do you have any new music dropping anytime?
Yep.
So, well, I mean, is there anything else that you'd like to tell the people, uh, about yourself or about your
There
music
is
or?
there's a lot of shows coming out. I am a part of Run for Your Dreams as well. Shout out DJ Diesel, Tanner Yee, um, and them. We got a show coming out with Deddy Casket, supposed to be on the next Friday, the 13th.
Ooh.
Probably going to be at Acadia Bar, and that one is going to be big and fun. Like I said, the next Key Night Vision event will possibly end up being in May around my birthday if we can. If not, Towers of Terror 2 at Cinema Grill for sure.
And
We got
then
that coming.
all in Minneapolis for everyone wondering.
All in Minneapolis. Yep, yep. Um, you can find me on all social media platforms and reach out to me if you want one of these shirts and or hoodies. Really,
And
really anything you want. Cute caps.
that includes
Shoot,
all streaming platforms, Spotify,
all
Apple
streaming platforms.
Music, SoundCloud, Instagram. Do you have a Facebook for
Oh hell
Little
yeah.
Sensei? Okay, Facebook.
Technically, I do. It's not really like
Okay.
running like
So
that.
more so
It's still my
Instagram.
personal page.
If you want
Yeah.
to keep up with it more so Instagram and then the YouTubes and stuff. Okay. Cuz yeah, like me and Chewy only have Instagram and YouTube really that we shout out. So,
Follow me for
Yeah.
shits and giggles though on Facebook because I am a big ass troll as well.
Okay.
you got any other questions for Little Sensei Chewy? Anything they
How long have you been like making music, and what age did you start making music? Like
Good
when did
question.
you start making it?
So luckily my age kind of follows the years. I wish I started way sooner, dude. I really do. Fuck, I wish I could have, but 19 is the answer, I believe.
Okay.
Halloween when I was 19. Well, that would have made me be 20. So I don't know. It was around that time frame. I'm gonna have to double check, but
It just came to
that's
you?
when it started.
Or did
Yeah,
you
I mean,
already like have stuff going with people? Do you like were you always like the freestyle guy? I always know.
I mean, well, me and a few other homies kind of started on like the bus going to school every day, sitting in the back and just like sharing each other's songs and whatnot. And then we listen to the same songs every day and start like memorizing it and rapping it to each other and whatnot. And I just ever since then found a very, very deep passion with it. And I've always wanted to see what I can do to
Yeah.
create it and become an entity in the field myself. And here I am today, not that much longer later.
That's really
Yeah.
cool, man. Really, really cool.
When I first met him, he always talked about doing stuff and then like only a couple years had went by and then it was starting to happen.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the problem too with too many people. Like, it's easy to talk about it, but like
Yep.
actually getting started and then getting the ball rolling, like, and keeping up with it and keeping your passion afloat for it and whatnot. Um,
That's
very,
why I
very
talk
key.
about that's why I talk about using your time wisely, because it's just like if you actually
Yeah.
want to do the shit you got to do and then still have a life and still, because a lot of when you're growing, you got to actually have a real, you got to do shit and you got to, have a real, just uh responsibilities, just
Yeah.
responsibilities are big.
No,
So
and I
balancing
think
that with
having,
other shit, it's hard. So
yeah,
you got to use your
like
time wisely.
it's really important to like be realistic where you're at too. That's why I've always made sure to have a job. I never just not have a job. I mean, I've seen a lot of artists too. They get in the field and they're like, "Well, I'm just gonna get rich and famous. I don't need a job. Like the money is gonna come, and I'm just gonna be good." That's not really how, because you have to pay for stuff.
Yeah.
You have to buy studio time, and if you don't do stuff on your own, guess what? You're gonna be paying like 10, 100 times more than you ever would have to if you did it on your own anyway. it
Yeah.
just takes that much more time, work, and effort. But
And
Right.
then once you get there, it's just that much more satisfying, you know. It's really
hmm
cool. And then like Justin earlier we were talking, just you get to a point where now the stuff that you're doing, it's you know, fucking it's there and it
Yeah.
fucking pays the bills, man. It pays the bills and you got to show the people that this is worth fucking big
Yeah, what
money,
it's
man. Big
worth.
money.
once the ball's rolling too, like ever, I should kind of side note this, but all the profits, excuse me, from Key Night Vision gets put aside and not touched until I can utilize it for like a bigger show to potentially use to spend to
Yeah.
inflate and expand.
Yeah, exactly how a business
And
should
you gotta,
operate.
yeah, you got to spend money to make money.
Yep,
That's
that's
good
what I
shit.
do all the time for the events. I have to spend at least half of what I make to get to the event, so I
Oh
totally
yeah.
get it. Yeah, Chewy, last night I was actually like trying to fucking sleep at 2 in the morning because I got back to my house at midnight. I spent all day flying and I was sitting there, could not fucking sleep in my head. I was like, dude, I fucking literally am here where I want to be with
Yeah.
these, cause with all the conversations I had, it just was like in the right direction. I walked in with, going to this event, not knowing what more I would have after it besides the one event in May, and now I'm like, whoa, like we have a lot of stuff lining itself up, and if I keep delivering, it's just gonna keep lining at least a couple events a month.
You're living the dream, man. It's cool. Cool.
Trying,
I like that.
trying to bring everyone else with me too. It's no fun at the
Yep.
top by yourself.
It gets lonely at the top.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they
Well,
say, at least.
Well, fucking, this was fun, dude. I'm glad that we got
Oh
you
yeah.
on. I'm glad you
Of course,
hit me back because I was a little worried. I scared you off, when I
it was
didn't
an
hear
honor to
from
be
you.
here.
He's too
No,
eager.
no, yeah, no, I did get kind of bedridden and sick, and when that
Yeah,
happens, it's kind of a flaw for me too. Sorry for anybody else
no
that
worries.
I don't hit up in a timely fashion.
When you're
Um,
sick, you're sick. I wouldn't apologize for that. You're sick, you're sick. I totally understood. I was like, fuck it. I told Chewy, I was like, we rolling anyways. We doing another
Yeah.
episode.
yeah,
We'll do it another
I'm
week.
I'm also a manager at Jet's Pizza now, so that's kind of
Shout
starting
out.
to take a toll too. I mean,
Oh man, I gotta get
it,
at you on the side because I love Jets. I'm like, where you at?
dude, come through. New Hope Jet's Pizza for sure.
Oh
I got
shit.
you, bro.
Oh shit.
At least half off or some shit.
I'm just come in and buy a fucking full price. I don't care. I love Jets Pizza.
I got one more
For
question.
sure.
Go ahead,
Yes,
Chewy.
sir.
Hit your thing.
Have you ever seen Survivor?
Oh my god.
Is that is that
That
a
TV
show?
show. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the TV show.
I
Nope.
just had to ask. I don't even want to get started. We don't have enough time. That's funny.
Don't get Chewy started. He could spend like 3 hours talking about his favorite
It's a great
Survivor
show.
stuff. Yeah.
Great
That's
show.
what's up.
But yeah,
Dude, I mean, I want to dive into more shows. I really don't have much time for that because I game a lot
Right.
oh yeah,
too. But
that's my
And then
guilty
they are
pleasure.
life.
good. They are, and then life, yeah, work, fucking everything else. And I try to stay productive more or less.
Yeah,
But yeah, me and my girl, obviously, we have downtime and we need stuff to watch.
Yeah.
So I wanted to
highly
check out that
recommend it.
Severance too. I only
Yeah,
hear good things about that one.
if you have Apple, then you gotta. It's. I mean, I don't have it, but like you said, I've heard only great things, and we want to get Apple strictly for that. And then there's another one called Mythic Quest by the guy who made Always Sunny. If you like that show too,
Ooh,
if you
that's
have,
one of my favorite fucking shows. I
Have
love
you
that.
heard
I've
of
seen that
Kill
yet.
Tony though?
dude, right
Oh
there,
hell
man.
yeah! I had a Kill Tony phase just like a lot of last year. Actually, I was watching a
Yep.
lot of Kill
Me
Tony on my
too.
downtime.
That's a funny
Yeah,
That's
show.
cool.
Me and Chewy love it. I just had to
It's
ask.
the
oh
best.
yeah. I think Tony's cringe as hell, but you
He
know,
can definitely get into some shit that it's like, all right, just go on with it. But otherwise,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
otherwise
that's
he's a
his
great,
shtick,
great
though. You
guy.
know,
Yeah,
that's his shtick. He's like Woody from Toy Story. Looking.
yeah, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
Damn.
All right, Chewy, any more questions?
No, that's pretty
No.
much
You
it.
got anything else, Christian?
I mean, I would love to talk to you boys for hours, but I mean,
We'll be back.
obviously,
We'll be back on more
Oh yeah.
episodes, and me and Chewy and are trying to do some in-person stuff too, but like I told you
Oh
over
yeah.
DMs,
Plus, I
like
mean, you
right.
guys probably have, content to chop and screw and utilize for what we got already. So
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a good episode. We just wanted to have you on and try to get you a little bit of, screen time so people can get to know
right.
you a little bit more,
I
you know.
appreciate that greatly. And I was gonna give you a shout out too, Jsu. Good freaking job on the reels because you're
Yeah.
you're staying consistent with the reel, and it's good promo for the podcast and the way that you're doing it.
Oh, that's
Like
all
it's
Chewy, dude. I
oh,
fucking
Chewy, shout
I
out
I
on that
uh
for
I
real.
give him a one
Thank you.
long
Thank you.
video and he does the rest. I give him the formatted video and that's all Chewy. Chewy picks and chooses what
I try.
topics come through the reels, so that's all him. That's not me. I do the editing of the long form podcast.
Yeah, he makes
We
it
That's
look
work
it.
good.
together. He records it all and then I edit it and we work together as a team. It works good.
That's
So,
sick, man. If there's ever anything that you just want to try for fun too,
yeah.
especially as my editing skills get better, if there's any time that you want to save for yourself and shoot some footage my way, kind of give me an idea of what you're after, like I could potentially do some edits for you
All
Gotcha.
if
right.
they
Gotcha.
if they ever work out as well.
Yeah, Chewy's looking for editors, so because like he manages several channels that like he got
Yeah.
his own. We got something called
I do a lot
Solo
of gaming
Nation.
stuff. I will
Yeah,
say it's mainly
well,
gaming,
like my
but
brother helps him
Yeah,
out with certain videos already, so
that'd be
that's what's
cool.
up.
just
Yeah,
so
even
that
if it is gaming, dude.
In the
Shoot,
future, I want to do more like in real life shit. I'm gonna be going on a trip and I'm gonna test the waters on that, so that'll be fun.
some
So
blogging stuff.
and then guess
yeah,
what? I'm
yeah.
gonna get sent all the footage, and Chewy's gonna be like, "Can you please make something great?"
Please,
No, I'm kidding.
please.
I'm kidding. No, Chewy's a good
That'd
editor
be
on his
cool.
own. I'm just giving him crap.
I'm trying.
But
I'm
okay,
learning.
I think we're gonna wrap this one up then here, just because I got like quite a bit of stuff to still push out. I just wanted to make sure that we fit you in, since
Yeah,
even though I told you we'd do it next week, you hit me up. I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's just run it. Let's just run
you
it. And
gotta
I
do it.
told Chewy, I was like, hey, can you do two? And he's like, let's do two. And I was like, okay,
Oh yeah.
fuck it, let's do it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So
Well, yeah. If there's ever a time where y'all want to link up too in person, just chill and chop it up, kind of network, and maybe formulate a plan on some projects. Grab a
we'll
cup of
we'll let you
coffee.
know, because Chewy is in my hometown, so in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So that's why we do it
And
on here.
you're still at the same spot, right, with Marie?
No, we in New Brighton now.
Okay,
Yeah, we moved.
nice.
We
You guys got
moved.
your own place now.
Yeah, we got our own place.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
it's a lot better. It's a lot better. I'll keep it at that for this, but it's a lot better. We doing good, and we're gonna be doing even better now that I got my confidence for the first time ever in my life. So I love that
That's what's
too.
up, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
keep that shit
fucking.
afloat. Don't let nothing knock you down, for
No,
real.
no, no. Like I'm fucking over opinions. Unless it's someone I really
Yeah.
fucking truly know is in my best interest. Fuck opinions. I'll leave it
Nah,
at that.
dude.
Because
Dude,
there's
fuck
certain
all
people that
opinions, man.
well, there's certain people I work with that I take their criticism because it's helpful for like
That's true.
editing and
That's
stuff. But for a lot of people, fuck their opinions. Like I
yeah.
started that with this year, and I'm like, hey, I'm eating the crumbs, and you're gonna be left with nothing.
Like, yeah, I
But
mean, dude, no matter what, you're gonna get opinions from all angles. Like, if
yeah,
you
just
have good content, bad content, like if it's content that you like and that you
it's not even
believe
about
in,
the content sometimes. It's the real life shit. It's like, yeah, fuck you. I
yeah,
don't need your
I
yeah,
opinions. But
there
no,
was
right.
I get what you mean. We're gonna keep it rolling, dude. You're gonna see, and I'm gonna see how you do, and you're gonna see how Chewy does, and I feel like 2025 is gonna be a good rising year for everybody. 24, I'd
I
never
believe
had a
so
good
too.
feeling about, but
For
this year I
everybody
do.
that's still on the train, yeah, dude, I think this is a year that's gonna uh showcase who's gonna kind of keep floating up to the top.
And like as long as people are like consistent this year, I think it's gonna be a good year for people. I just tell people don't get too distracted with all the bullshit in the world, and we'll keep it at that. And just stay on your own fucking grind. Just
Stay
zone
healthy,
out in your own world.
Yep, stay healthy, eat right, low sugar stuff.
You know,
Exercise.
kombucha.
even fucking beef jerky's got 6 grams of sugar in a Jack Slinks bag.
Ayo.
I mean, 6 grams. That's pretty, low. But yeah, you wouldn't expect that in a
In a beef
beef
jerky.
jerky
But
because I
well,
mean, you
guys,
take yeah.
follow Lil Sensei. Follow Chewy on YouTube. Follow JSuit Media. I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode with a guest. This has been something a little bit different. Please let us know what we can improve on, what we can do. We'll have you back on the show eventually, Lil Sensei. It's been fun talking with you, and I appreciate
Thank
all
you
your
very much.
time.
Thank you
And
very much. I appreciate you
in the
all.
next couple weeks, I'll so it should, probably next week when this will drop, since we did
Okay.
a couple. So
Yeah,
I'll
if
send you
just
links
let me
and
know.
stuff.
Yeah, if there's
Yeah.
links or any promo that I
And
could, let people know that it's coming out.
and I can have Chewy send over some a Google Drive link so you can have some of the reels to post.
Yeah,
I think that'd
yeah.
be good for
Yeah.
you.
So might we have like at least one reel to post before it drops, just to kind of like.
Probably just I'll let you know
Yeah.
because I got a lot of deliverables. So like even the last episode I won't touch for a couple days.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Not a big deal. It's just I feel like it would be a good
You'll-
promo.
Just
Yeah,
know
yeah, I
you'll
can
have
make that.
content. You'll have content coming your way. Just don't stress. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of you.
Nope, nope,
So
never.
all right, guys. Well,
Appreciate
we'll see
y'all.
you guys on the next episode, and thank you for everything. So, peace out, guys.
Of course. Peace out. Have a great one, y'all.